All right, y'all. So today I'm going to be talking to beginner barbers, and I'm here to tell y'all to not run away from haircuts. Do not run away from haircuts that you're uncomfortable doing. If you don't know how to do a certain haircut, you should have the mindset of, I need to learn this because I'm uncomfortable. So I got 5 points to make. The first thing is you need to know all haircuts. You don't need to just master one type of hair texture, one design. You need to try. It's always a first time for everything. So you need to know about every haircut. So if you've never done a mohawk before, if you've never did a mid fade before, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It just, you need to know at least how to do or how to go about every haircut at least once. You need to do it every haircut at least once. And of course you need to do it more than that, but do not run away from haircuts. You need to know all types of designs, try new things. It's okay to try new things. The next thing is you need to be the first to grab whatever haircut that you're uncomfortable with. So obviously, I work in a black barbershop mainly. So I'm gonna be cutting more people that look like me than not. But at the same time, when somebody of another race walks in or a different hair texture, my mindset now is I want to be the first to grab them. It's not that I'm that confident. I am now, but in the beginning, it was more of I need to get better with that type of hair texture. I need to be better with these kinds of people. Everybody got different hair textures. Mexicans got different hair textures. White people, Indians, Arabs, they all got different hair textures. Black people, everybody got different hair textures. So you need to learn and be comfortable with every type of hair texture. It's pretty much always going to be the same framework to how you start a cut and how you finish, but every texture is going to require, a different flick of the wrist or whatever. You may need to change the guards. It's just a slight difference in hair texture. So you just need to have a positive mindset on how you go about it. Don't worry about not being good at something. Focus on, I want to be good at it. I want to be the best I can be. So just come at it with a positive mind rather than not knowing. So if you grab a head and you're not experienced with a certain kind of haircut, if you feel uncomfortable, that's just a lack of experience. So if somebody sits in my chair and I'm feeling nervous, that's a sign of weakness. Not macho, just a sign of weakness as in I lack experience, because everybody that's sitting in your chair, you want to get to the point where you're completely comfortable. Like, you shouldn't be nervous at all. You should have the mindset of, okay, this person sitting in my chair, I'm finna get them right. I want to give them the top 5 haircut they ever had. You should be positive minded. If you go into it thinking, I don't want to mess them up, oh my God, what if this happens? You don't need to think like that, because your confidence level will reflect in the haircut. So you need to build your confidence, and that comes with experience. So being uncomfortable is just a lack of experience. That was my third point. The point before that was be the first to grab them. So the third point was, if you're uncomfortable, that's just a lack of experience. Fourth point is improvement is what we want. You should always be a student. Never think you're too good. Like I said in the previous video, if you think you're too good, you will be humbled. Just always be a student. No matter how good you think you are, have the mindset of improvement. Yeah, that was a good haircut, but I can do better next time. Always had a mindset of doing better next time. You'll feel when you do the best haircut. You'll just feel it. Sometimes you cut people's hair and you look at the hair and you be like, you know what? I think that's my best one yet. It's probably because it is, and that's a good sign. That means you're improving. Feedback. If they give you feedback like, man, they leave your chair and they go out in public and they come back and tell you, like, man, I got a lot of compliments. That's a good sign. That means you're getting better. So that was my fourth point, improvement. Just have an improvement mindset, be a student. Always keep learning no matter what. And then lastly, this is kind of unrelated, but it is related, is preparation. So no matter how confident you are with doing a haircut, if you don't have the right tools, it's not going to matter. So when it comes to coarse hair texture, curly hair texture, you got certain shears that you will probably want to use for this hair texture. Like curly hair texture, they have these shears that are curved rather than regular shears, and they work better for afros. And there's certain equipment that works better for different hair textures, just like hair products. You know, some hair products work better for certain hair textures, and certain hair products work better for others. So you always want to be prepared. This is not my slogan. I didn't create this term, but I love it. It's preparation prevents poor performance. And that's so true, because if you're not prepared, how can you give somebody the best experience when you're not prepared? The best experience somebody's gonna have is done by somebody who came prepared. You know, see, in my personal experience, when I first started cutting, I used to go to people's houses, and I used to have the ambition, I used to have the drive to cut, but sometimes I would forget my guards. Sometimes I would forget clippers. Sometimes I would forget this and that. And that's a part of the learning experience. So I'm just gonna do a little summary. Like I said, don't run from no haircuts. First point is just get comfortable to the point where you know all textures, all hair types, and people are gonna come in and want designs. Be comfortable doing all that. You should be comfortable. Second, be the first to try. So if somebody walks in your shop and you know you're not good with this type of hair, or you don't have a good track record, be the first to grab them. Yeah, it's gonna be nerve-wracking at first, but every time you repetition, every time you do something again and again, you get better every time. So come at it with a positive mindset. The third point is, if you're uncomfortable, that's just a sign of the lack of experience. That's just a sign of weakness. So if you feel uncomfortable, that means you need to focus more on that area. The fourth point is have an improvement mindset. Be a student. Don't ever think you're too good, because I've been doing this for about 5 years now. I still don't think I'm too good. I think every day I can learn something new, and I'm learning new stuff every day, even outside of haircutting. And the last is preparation prevents poor performance. The better you prepare, the more prepared you are to give somebody the best experience they've had. So, like I said, don't run from haircuts. Be uncomfortable, because you will be comfortable later, and you need that skill going forward. So I'm out.